I just played through Battlefield 4 and I don't really know why I did that. Let's rip into the campaign and see why, shall we? You know what to do if you enjoy this video. The game opens with a total eclipse of my fart, but I'm underwater with a fire team of Marines. One of them is pinned though, so he naturally orders me to shoot the window out. 13 minutes earlier, I walk into a door and...
Hold it, drop! Damn it, Wrecker. I'm gonna shot you in the face.
Well, don't. We're being pursued by the Russians because why not, and a dog killer kills dogs. I have to turkey shoot some Ruskies, but wait, how did he get up to the second floor that quickly? Whatever. I shoot and scoot some more idiots, blow a hole in the wall, and move up to Industry Lane. For some reason, I have to take on almost all of the baddies. Well, at least the chopper is helping. We push through a drain and grenade some more idiots, only to be interrupted by a helo when we enter the factory. Of course, we have to avoid dying once, but we all fall to our deaths and that's the end of the game. Way to destroy the tension. Pin guy needs help, so I stand there for quite a while. Nothing happens though. I guess I have to cut his leg off. We commandeer a cab and rush away from the chopper. And then it gets in the way. I frag it, but we crash into the water. There. All caught up. Try to see if you can spot what's wrong with this plot. The Chinese are supposedly mad about the assassination of Jinji.
Who's on deck for the presidency? Progressive. We push the government for transparency, fairness, freedom of speech.
Ah yes, if there's one thing that the Chinese love, it's freedom of speech. Also, why would the US kill the guy? Oh, by the way, I'm team leader now. It won't stay that way, will it? Wait, why are we civvying it up in Shanghai? We're not the CIA. Also, isn't that a war crime? We drive on anyway, and what in the sweet hells is that ghost doing? Time to get to a hotel elevator. It stops at the wrong floor, so I waste a pair of guards before we move on up. Oh wait, there are more of them. Why does it feel like I'm doing all of the work here? We have to be blocked by a security gate for reasons, so I waste even more idiots, and why is Irish just sitting there? Better yet, why in the titties are the Chinese just rushing past him? Are they too racist to shoot at him or something? Well, we get the gate open and almost get treated to a gender reveal party. Luckily, our objectives are actually one room over. Kovic is shielding some lady and her husband. I'm sure we'll find out who they are later. We push up to the roof and shoot our way to a chopper. Random guy gets shot and Kovic leaves us behind because more level. That's just stupid. I fight my way back into the building with no redos required. We move on down and this AI is just dumb. I shoot my way through the streets anyway and run into some civilians who need help. Okay. Armor is in the way, but we don't have a rocket launcher on hand. That means that I have to run around like an idiot and hope that the tank accidentally runs over one of my mines. Woo. And then I have to do it again. Yay! We rush down to a barge and electric sail it out of there. Chrome Dome is willing to help people, but then I fall through the boat. Nah, I'm just kidding. I wake up at base, get lost in the corridors for a second, and find my idiots in the med bay. While the wife takes care of her husband, we look for, have the developers even seen an Apple before? Oh no, not that aircraft carrier. I get kicked out of the team leader spot because Agent Asshole needs eyes in the Titan. We take a boat over there, crawl around, and find a hatch. Unfortunately, it leads to one of the most awful segments in the history of video games. No, I'm not kidding or being hyperbolic. I swim like a slug unless I pull off some utter bullshit. How did EA and DICE not even try to QA this? A few doors down, we come across some drowning sailors. No one has cutting equipment, so Irish shoots the floor. Oh wait, that doesn't work. Never mind. I subscribe to the horny and we get shot at by more idiots who want Western toucans. A lot more. Time to jump off the boat, I guess. I blow up some love boats on the way back home, and great, a full-blown incursion for reasons. It's easy to blow up a few enemy choppers on the way to the med bay. Hannah did all the work for me in there. Whatever. I have to clear the deck before oh no, not that guy. What was his name again? I'm back in Command 2, that may keep happening. Time to clear out the bridge and draw Captain Village People out of his cubbyhole. We should probably get back to Pearl Harbor or San Diego, right?
The intelligence you brought back from the Titan confirms that Pacific Central Command is gone. Wiped by Chinese missile attack.
Pearl Harbor got nuked? Shouldn't we be preparing for the end of the world? Wait, we have to blow up an airfield? Am I missing something here? Time for some arbitrary personal conflict, right? We're in Singapore. Why would that be a base for Admiral Chang? Isn't he supposed to be fighting a civil war in China itself? Anywho, I punch through to a highway and waste more baddies there too. All of a sudden, the tank crew doesn't want to fight anymore, so I have to do it. Why? Oh, it's a little fun to dispense HE shells, but the damage catches up with me. Well, at least I can grab a javelin. Good enough. I shoot a bunch more assholes and drop into a huh? It's bugged again, isn't it? One reload later, the scene actually works. We have to bomb a civilian airport. Yay.
What is your problem? You don't like having a woman in your squad?
I don't have a problem with women. I got a problem with liars!
Shut up! I shoot my way across the bridge only to get pinned by a car for reasons. We all fall into the water for the stupids, but everyone survives that. Who cares? I walk through the sewers and blast through a hangar with no reduce required. Nope. Your eyes deceive you. At least the Chinese are committing potential war crimes this time. We dodged the incoming bombs, but the shrapnel kills us all and that's the end of the game. Well, Pac's dead and Hannah is a traitor? What? I wake up in a prison camp and get nipple shocked by some guy. The joke's on them though. Hannah got me into it. Who the hell is this guy? I mean, his name is Dima, but that's pretty common. The wall is made of paper mache, so I platform up a bit and shank some guards. There is a prison riot button up here and a weapon. Then again, the guards have to zero in on me. Yay. I shoot my way out of there and take an elevator up to a weapon crate. Well, that makes it a bit easier. More bullets. Of course, it can't be that simple. Mr. Vodka has to do computers while I waste some more morons. Great. I get rifled in the face by some guy and Hannah shows up when I come to. Oh, okay, we're doing that now. She saved my binoculars, so all is forgiven. That is how characters work, right? I blast my way across to a tram and wait, Jinji is back on the carrier? As always, a chopper kills everyone and that's the end of the game. No, not that Russian dude. What was he supposed to do again? We make it through the snow to a time skip and...
We're not gonna last much longer without food or water. Watch our backs, Wrecker.
Huh? Is she in command or am I? Also, where the hell are we? Oh, there are some Marines here. They give out some character that I don't really care about. We have to get to Major Greenland. I run around like an idiot placing mines and wall up the rest of the Ruskies. Why are they wearing Chinese flags on their uniforms though? Oh wait, there are more of them on the far side of a park. Anyway, I push into Old Town with no trouble at all. I mean, Irish can't hit the broadside of a barn, but it's easy to cut a Ruski through the wall. Well, at least there are rockets on the roof this time. We cross the last bridge and happen across the Major. She gives a damn about getting food to her forces. That's something. She can't help us though. Sand platforms below a dam are stopping air traffic. To the game's credit, it justifies this with a throwaway line about how civilians have been evac'd. Otherwise, it'd be a war crime. We drive to the dam and why am I not hitting what I'm aiming at? It seems like my sniper rounds are hitting everywhere but the pips. I rush down with a rifle and shoot down a chopper, opening the way to plant charges on the dam. I obliterate more bad guys and rush up to a convenient gap in the scaffolding. So, we're dead. The dam ruptures, so we fall to our deaths and that's the end of the game. Oh, who am I kidding? There's no tension. We have to deal with Major Greenfart.
Lost the wheels, didn't you, you goddamn boneheaded sons of a butt-haired bitch?
How endearing. No time to talk though, we're getting skyhooked. How exactly did Irish qualify as an operator if he's afraid of heights? Better yet, how did Admiral Chang's force get into the Mediterranean? He captured the north side of the Suez, but everything around that is NATO controlled. I hammer my way through the deck with no reduce required and head down below.
Fucking motherfucker! Jesus, Rick! I almost shot you in the face again!
How are you an operative? I move faster than the game space wants me to, clear out the mess hall, and find Jinji in the medical bay. The Chinese are trying to break in, but Jin wants them to see that he's alive. It winds up working. somehow. The only problem left is Chang's ship. We boat over there, dodging some fire along the way. Sergeant Foosball attaches a charge to the side, so we grapple up to the top of the ship. Of course, the detonator doesn't work. One other person has to go back down. I pick Hannah, and that's it. Really? Battlefield 4 is one of the worst shooters I've ever played. It's not even a question. I suppose I should be happy that I bought it at a steep discount, right? No. GG. I'll see you next time.